Hey everybody, I know it's been a year and a day and 20,000 more years, but I really want to make videos, and so I came up with this idea and I figured, why not talk about this while I do my makeup? My husband and I are headed to a concert today, so I figured, you know what, if I'm gonna do my face, I might as well turn on the camera and try something. The lighting isn't that great, don't kill me. My settings aren't that great, don't kill me. I might be looking a little yellow, don't kill me. But we're gonna do this anyway. Today we're gonna talk about, let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yo, I got 7. The things I learned so far in marriage, right? Cause I be learning. I don't know. Where's my eyebrow pencil? I'm gonna try to multitask and talk to you guys while doing my makeup. I don't know how well that's going to go. If it doesn't go that great, you know, maybe I'll record again. And I'm not a makeup artist. This literally is just me doing what I do to tint my makeup. Hopefully it just comes out cute. Ooh. Let me know after I, you know, go through all the six things whether you guys want more. I could eventually give you guys some more, but I'm gonna do my version and my husband's also gonna do his own version, so we'll be waiting for that. So the first thing is getting used to being in the same home with somebody is not that bad. I don't know, people made it seem like we were gonna like be at wit's end. People made it seem like we were gonna be at wit's end like all the time, learning to live with each other. And I don't know for him, but it's not that bad. I don't really get bothered by his habits that much, besides like the basic, oh, like put this toilet seat down and like, or something. I think I get more annoyed if the house is a mess, like, and like he's been playing video games. We're not the best, but I don't think we are that problematic when it comes to like getting used to living with each other. I mean, we did have to get used to just sharing a bed and like being in each other's vicinity all the time, but even when we're both home, like we're both doing our own thing if we're not enjoying some quality time together. But like sharing a bed is probably the most annoying part, because he thinks he is the only person in the bed in the middle of the night, and I gotta remind him that I'm over here in the corner and I could use some space. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back on camera to fix my eyebrows, y'all, and I think my eyebrow pencil is a little too dark. I shouldn't have gotten it this dark. But anyway, yeah, it's not that bad. I can't say the same for other couples, but he got his own closet space. I have my own closet space. He even offered me up some of his closet space, because when we first moved in, we thought I had the biggest space, but then we realized he really has the biggest space. So he even offered that up to me. Oh no, we got 2 different bathrooms. If I'm using one, he goes to the other. Like, I mean, guy things. I don't know. It really isn't that bad. And we weren't living together prior, so no one can say like that's like you were prepared because you were already living with each other. We weren't living with each other prior, but it really isn't that bad. Number 2, it's better to let things go. I think part of me is still learning this, because I mean, I still do a little bit, but not too much. I used to get frustrated over like certain things that he would do, and then it would become this really big thing. But it doesn't have to become this really big thing, and I'm learning like, you gotta pick and choose your arguments. Not everything is meant for an argument or a speech like to be given by me, because then I become the nagging person, and I'm not trying to be a nagger, you know. But I think it's in my blood a little bit. I still got to get used to that, just not making everything a problem. Like, there's dishes in the sink, he knows they got to be clean like by the end of the day. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I remind him, because I feel like if I don't remind him, sometimes he'll just let it go, because he I don't know, he chooses to let it go, whatever. But or he chooses not to do it, whatever. So sometimes I gotta scare him a little bit to be like, yo, can you like do the dishes, please? But oh, that was a lead face, yo. Ooh, I'm lead. Okay, but yeah, it's just better to let the little things go. You gonna learn, like, into your marriage, there's a lot more bigger things to argue about. There's a lot more other things to get serious about or to be bothered by. And being bothered by whether he did the dishes at an appropriate time compared to, I don't know, trying to have an argument or a conversation about money doesn't match in comparison. So you kind of just like, whatever. Number 3, your bad habits won't change just because you got married. If you had bad habits before, yo, your bad habits will only be amplified in marriage if you don't get it together. Don't think, oh, I'm about to get married, I'm just gonna drop this bad eating habit, or I'm gonna be a better person and not leave a mess in my new place, or whatever, when you guys move in together or whatever. That's not the case at all. I had to check those 2 recording, but yeah, that's not the case at all. Your habits will become even more trash. They were trash before, and they'll become even more trash if you let them. Like, if you don't do anything about it, they'll just become even more trash. It goes for small and big issues. When you say you're gonna change or you're gonna do something, like, yo, it's better to put those problems on blast or tell your partner than to just hide it and think it's just gonna disappear in marriage, because it's not going to. And I repeat, it's not going to. Not only are you going to be dealing with your own personal problem, now somebody else is going to be dealing with your personal problem. And if you don't nip it in the bud prior to marriage, I'm trying to think of a better example, but like, if I wasn't somebody who like was doing a particular thing before, like, marriage is not going to make you do it or want to do it even more. For some reason it stopped recording. Okay, but yeah, I realize sometimes I could be a little too strict or too hard. Like, I'm always like pushing or trying to push people, like, go harder. And sometimes that's not built in that person. Like, that's not for that person to go hard, or that person is going as hard as they possibly can already. So like, me doing what I'm doing isn't making them, like, it isn't inspiring them to go even harder. It's probably making the situation worse, if not just more frustrating for the person. So I learned that's a bad, I think, for myself. I already mentioned a good, which I think I'm a pretty strong person. I could be pretty good with money, with just making sure it's allocated to all the right places. Now, I think that's beneficial for any marriage. Somebody has to be smart with the money, or really good, at least with the money. And if you both are great, you know, that's even better. But I just think I learned that I can manage. I could be really strict on myself and make sure I don't overspend, or I don't like go into places that I know that I shouldn't be spending money at just because it's tempting, even though I love me a pair of shoes. I love me a nice pair of shoes. I love me, like, you know, getting new makeup products and stuff. I love all that stuff. But in times where you need to figure out where the rent is going to be paid, you're not worried about the newest makeup product or the freshest pair of shoes. Oh, another thing is, as soon as the wedding's over, everybody's gone. Okay? Everybody done dropped you. That's just life, I think. Everybody gets ready for the ceremony, the celebration. They're here, and then literally a few hours later, everybody's gone. Everybody goes back about their business. You might catch a few people, the good loved ones or friends, that ask you, you know, how's everything going? They check up on you here and there, but that's really it. They're gone. And I'm not saying they're supposed to stay, because I mean, you essentially got married to someone who you're supposed to be with, like stay with, for the most part, all the time. So it's not a big thing that they're gone. I think this life makes it for them to be gone. Like they're not supposed to just be here forever. But I just find it interesting because it's like, damn, we're not a community of people who are like always in tune with one another, and you know, or who are fully supportive and stuff. And it's a good and bad thing. Like I said, I don't know, I feel like we have a pretty great support system in our parents and a few other friends and family members, but then that's about it. Like, I don't know, it was the last time some of these people asked me like, how's it going, you know, how's getting used to each other going, or like whatever. So you learn a lot about yourself, good and bad. I've learned that you really sometimes gotta schedule sexy time. I'm trying to think of a nicer way to say it, a more cleaner, YouTube appropriate way to say it, but sometimes you really do gotta schedule sex. Or like, if you're in the mood in the morning, can we work on this tonight or something? Like, can we do something about this? Because there's, as much as you'd want it to be this spontaneous thing that kind of happens all the time, like, people work, okay? People work. People gotta go make the money. People gotta go make their shmoney. And sometimes you gotta say it. Like, you gotta make sure that other person knows that that's what they want to do tonight, or that's what they want to do later in the day, or that's what they want to do during lunchtime. They want to, you know, get something in, like, legit. And I realize that now, and I know we're gonna have to make, and we talked about it before, like we already know we're gonna have to make little sessions in when, you know, children come into play and stuff. We're legit gonna have to be like, yo, you wanna, you know, you wanna do a little something, whatever. But I mean, for now, it's nice, it's cool, and you know, it's a beautiful thing between married people. Anywho, yeah, you really gotta schedule it. I think there's no way around it sometimes. It just, you gotta just be like, lift your eyebrows, walk by the person, lift your eyebrows, be like, I can't even lift my eyebrows. You wanna do it? It gotta be like that sometimes, yeah. This thing keeps cutting off and I'm high-key afraid I'm not gonna be able to finish this. It's just gonna keep cutting off, but I'm just putting primer in all the little places where my face gets oily, or my T-zone isn't working out. So my hair is done under this. I have yet to show you guys what my hair looks like. All right, y'all, we're back up and running, but we about to get shut down. So like I said, you still are two different people. You'll agree and disagree. Don't try to change a person. You're gonna become resentful of the person, and it'll just create a atmosphere of resentment if you try to change the person like prematurely. All right, I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna do my liner, and then I'll come back. Y'all, I actually got my lashes on, yo. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as all over the place as it was, and I hope you guys subscribe to my channel for more. Merci. Thank you guys. Bye.